some people think that the police go around tasering innocent people. Let me assure you that's not true. Nobody's innocent.
My name's Alfie Moore, stand-up comedian and serving copper. I've also been on the front line of a riot, so the perfect person, the National Union of Journalists said, to present this video. Just how should we, I'm not giving my own personal opinion here, these are official guidelines set out by police chiefs. How should we get on with journalists and photographers while we're in the middle of controlling a riot? One word to describe the media.
Controversial.
Challenging.
Different.
Educational.
Negative.
Hard work.
Some colourful views, and that was a censored version. But let me start with some shocking news. Some of the media are all right. Some are like normal people.
And here's the other interesting fact. Journalists and photographers have legal rights to report events like this.
Sometimes it's difficult, officers will be in challenging situations, but they have to remember that the journalists have a job to do as well. Their job is to tell the story to all of our communities who are interested in what's happening. It's how democracy works in this country. So it is very, very important that we support journalists to do their job whilst we're doing our job.
I quite like the idea of the police working with the media because it's one of the few occasions we're in company with people even more unpopular than us. Oi, get off the coat! What are you doing? Having established that journalists and photographers have got a right to cover events like this, then let's dispel a few urban myths.
Do members of the media need a permit to photograph or film in a public place?
Yes, I do.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, no.
The actual answer is they don't need a permit in a public place. And here's another one. Can we confiscate or delete recorded material? In limited circumstances, for example terrorism cases, and always with a court order, there is a power to seize images held on tapes or memory cards, otherwise, no. Why stop the filming? The public have got a right to be informed. Soon, all cops will have interaction with the public filmed via body cams. I mean, my force can't afford the body cams yet, and so they've actually issued us with selfie sticks.
Now this is a good one. Should the police actually help the media obtain a good vantage point at the scene? Come on, fella, you're all right. Have a look up here, get a good view.
Dialogue's really important, and we have strong dialogue with protesters, and it's just as important that we have dialogue with journalists and not see them as a threat. You know, they're there to do a job, and they're there to tell the story of what's going on, and we're part of that story.
After all, we all know that if you don't get accurate information out there quickly, then someone else will fill in the gaps. And here's a really tricky one. Can the police intervene to stop journalists interviewing distressed or bereaved members of the public?
Legally, no, unless some sort of offences have been committed. Morally, you'd have to check up, make sure they're okay.
Yeah, I'd intervene if the person seemed distressed, yeah.
Unless there's something affecting either of their safety, I don't think I've got any powers to stop an interview happening.
The official policy tells us that the police have no legal power or moral responsibility to intervene. I mean, we can pass on requests. I think it's worth remembering that the National Union of Journalists have a code of conduct too, and they have to justify intrusion of privacy.
So there you have it, a couple of things to try and remember when dealing with the media. Listen, I know it's not easy. I've been there. Riots can be quite busy. It won't be the forefront of your mind, but it's really important. Just listen to the boss.
You're absolutely right, Alfie. It's very important for all of us, particularly when you're back here doing a proper job. All I would say to people is, it will be challenging, sometimes it won't be easy, but remember your training and work together with everybody who's there. We've all got a job to do.
Always take your stab vest off when you get to the nick, or you won't feel the benefits when you go out. See you again. Thanks. Bye-bye.